This is Sheshachalam from Astroguide Mysore. Today I am dealing with the subject of Ketu in the 11th house. The 11th house in a horoscope, in any given horoscope, has many important significations, out of which Sanyasa Yoga is one of the most strongest significance of the 11th house. And why the 11th house is Sanyasa Yoga? It's a huge subject, but anyway, I will only touch the peripherals of it, like basics. The 12th house is realization of everything, even the five senses. So, realization of the sight, realization of what the touch, everything. These are all five senses. When you remove from a person's daily life, you can't remove it fully, but if you reduce the usage of these five senses, it is known as that you are relinquishing the pleasures of the materialistic world, all the world which is tangible, which you can see, which you can hear, which you can taste, which you can touch, which you can smell. So all these tangible things, you are now relinquishing these things. These are called materialistic. So if we are relinquishing it, then the 11th has to be strong. Why? It is the 12th from the 12th. So the loss of the law, a loss of the 12th house, which is the house of relishing or realizing these senses or the materialistic world. If a person has to have a beautiful sleep, Shayanasthana, 12th house. If a person has to relinquish that beautiful sleep, 11th house. The same way, if a person will never get sleep and get into tension, get into all sorts of headaches, that also is the 11th house if it is badly posited. So let us come into the subject of Ketu in the 11th house. See, once again, the minor points of the 11th house is that 11th house is inactivity, not inactivity, it is inactivity. That is more thinking, less physical work, a sannyas. Third house is full of activity, more action, less thinking. That is, lot of contemplation will not be there in their act. They will work more. That is, physical activity will be more. So, hence the Sannyasa Yoga is so strong in the 11th house that it makes a person inactive in the samsaric world. That is, far away from the regular samsara, the activity of samsara. That is the 11th house. So, Ketu in the 11th house is a person with high learned philosophy, and these people will have very less friends because friends nowadays, what we call as friends, they don't like philosophy. They want, to enjoy life in the more sensual way. The 11th house with a strong Ketu, he does not want to enjoy life the sensual way. He likes to enjoy the life sensibly. I am not telling that sensual enjoyment is insensible, but here his sensitivity and sensibility is more towards realizing the nature, realizing God, realizing spirituality, realizing whatever you call it, the higher sense. One of the strongest positions of Ketu is the 11th house, and it makes a person a wise and a huge figure in his community or the institution. So he will be a huge thinker, a person who can formulate uh, good rules and regulations, good plans, and he will see that it will get executed. He will not execute them. He will be there to give a philanthropic view towards life, and he will try to see that things are good for everybody. So Ketu individually, if I see, Ketu sets a bar. A bar. Bar means not the other bar. Please, it's not Rahu which I am talking about. I am talking about Ketu. So this is the bar. My mind also suddenly runs there. Rahus. We are all Rahus. Half of us are Rahus. So let us come into Ketu back. So the bar, that is, the setting up the bar of achievement, which is the level, the height you set. So Ketu sets the bar very high. So the normal achievers will feel that it's impossible to achieve this. It's a lifetime achievement. That is what is Ketu in the 11th house. They earn well through rent, through patents, through royalty, through many other things, through parental property. They earn well. They are voracious readers. They love reading books. They love gaining knowledge. They have extreme concentration towards whatever they do. They're excellent students and very good yogic practices. So yoga, therapy, and all these things, they are very good at it. They are very good adepts. So they are excellent students. First of all, they have very good grasping power. So they will achieve, lot of peacefulness and tranquility, though they are in the samsara. It's not that Ketu in the 11th or Ketu in the 12th, people will attain moksha, they will leave everything and run away. Not everybody. So people with Ketu in the 11th will want to live peacefully even in amidst of luxury and facility. So they will be very rich. So people will want to have consultation with people with Ketu in the 11th house, which is strong because these people have beautiful ideas, fertile ideas. So these ideas can become very good business models. So for people who are having Ketu in the 11th house, the best job is to be a business consultant. So they can do it very well. So weak Ketu, promiscuous, they'll have adulterous relationships, extramarital affairs, bad associations, bad friends. So that's a bad thing to have a bad Ketu in the 11th house. But usually a strong Ketu in the 11th house is an excellent position. They gain in property, they gain from property. So they gain property and also gain from property. So they will not lose much. So they are very good in investments and planning for future. So they are very good at it. So though they are not attached, so they like comfort in material life. So, but it will be there around them. So though a person is not, he doesn't want a car, he doesn't want to fly in a flight, but still you can see that many sannyasis, many people who are doing pravachans, who are giving sermons, who are giving very good talk, they fly. They will have to use the facility. So it's like they will get the facility, but they will not get attached to it. So a strong Ketu in the 11th house, very good in investments. A strong plus malefic Ketu in the 11th house, this is a very important point. A strong with malefic Ketu in the 11th house gives overconfidence, wants to make more money with very less effort, which is very dangerous. Bad combination with that is a malefic strong Ketu. A normal Ketu, a happy, simple family life. He will be very content. So a weak Ketu losses in business and investments. A weak and malefic Ketu. So weak Ketu is the individual Ketu, very slightly malefic, or a weak Ketu, let us say, because it's sitting in some nakshatra where it is not good and it is debilitated, something like that. That's a weak Ketu. But a weak malefic Ketu is like it's debilitated along with another planet like Saturn or along with another planet like Jupiter, Mercury. Then erratic behavior, adamant, very stubborn, wandering kind of a person who does not want to stick to any job, stick to any place. He does not want to even stick to a concept itself. He will take up a project, leave it midway. So never settles down. So there is always fear of failure and intimidation. So he will get intimidated very easily. So that's what is a bad Ketu in the 11th house. But overall, when you see the 11th house, Ketu's position in the 11th house will give good effects. It will give material happiness. It will give facilities. It will give a good mindset to do philanthropic, charitable work. So this person, as a holistically, if you see, is a he's a perfect person. From head to toe. He does his work or she does her work holistically, thinking of everybody around as a family. So a Ketu in the 11th house, a good position. So thank you very much for today's class.